The Ohio Derby's a can't-miss race, and it's only days away. I have all the sharp analysis, horses you need to watch, and everything for a big day Saturday. Make sure you stick around to the end so you can find out who I'm playing, who I'm going to pick to win, and how I'm going to bet the race. The first post belongs to Brereton's Baytown, trained by Paul McGinty. He was outrun last time in an allowance race, finishing 9th. Two back, he was 8th in the Peter Pan and will most likely be the longest shot in the race. With combined odds of over 411 to 1 in the last four, he couldn't even outrun those, losing by a combined 54 lengths. Anything's possible, I guess, except for me betting on this one. He's a pass. Chunk of Gold's coming off a 9th place finish in the Kentucky Derby. It was a pretty decent performance considering he sat behind a blistering pace and just kind of faded at the end. While he might not be on journalism or sovereignty's level right now, this spot suits him just fine. His speed figures are on par with the other contenders, barring in the 90s, 2 and 3 back. He's a tough and gritty horse, and maybe all that attitude comes with him being purchased for only $2,500. J.F. Loveberry is going to keep them out, and trainer Ethan Wilkes likes the way the horse has been preparing for the race. He should be able to improve off that nice Arkansas performance, and come Saturday, this horse is going to be hard to handle. I like Chunk of Gold a lot. Capo Luca is trained by Kim Pohl. In his last race, an allowance optional claimer, he won going a mile at this track. Since cutting back to a mile, he's won 3 straight and has speed figures that have increased in each one, going from a 72 to a 79. The problem is his top's over 20 points lower than the best in the field. He'll be tracking the pace with Luis Gonzalez, and he's a local horse here, but I'm not going to use him in this spot. He's not for me. McAfee, trained by Richard Dutrow and ridden by Johnny V, came out of the Peter Pan in good shape. After running behind the leaders, he set his sights on Captain Cook and put him away before being caught at the wire by Closing Hill Road. His speed figures are still on the rise, and this colt out of Cloud Computing could be sitting on his biggest race so far. Look for him to find a comfortable spot, save some ground, and make a big move mid-stretch. And if the pace starts to get a little too hot, I think that he and Chunk of Gold will be the beneficiaries of that. Extradition is trained by Jason Acosta and was previously trained by Steve Asmussen. He doesn't really inspire a lot of confidence in this spot. He flattened out in his last when he lost to Capo Luca, who would also need to improve here. His buyers are on the light side, with a 71-3 back being the best, and he'll most likely be near the back of the pack. Although he's won over this track before and he's posting bullet works, I'm not going to put him anywhere on my tickets. Clever Again, trained by Steve Asmussen, ridden by Jose Ortiz. He's a lightly raced colt out of American Pharoah and has some pretty good speed. He should be on the front end early in this one, and his 101 Buyer 2 back in the Hot Springs was the field's best by 8 points. His last out, however, in the Preakness, he posted a 56 after getting mauled by journalism in the stretch. His best race was at a mile, but this is only going to be his 5th race overall, so if he came out of the Preakness in good shape, he can get back to that form 2 races ago. He's going to be a lot of trouble and could wire this field. Bohemian Style has Israel Rodriguez in the mount and should be sitting just off the pace. He's trained by Nestor Rivera and he has 1 win and 8 starts. He'll be moving way up in class, stretching out a bit, and may challenge Brereton's Baytown for the longest odds in the race. He's a hard pass for me. Curvino is being ridden by Mike Smith. He kind of finds himself in deep water here. His last win was a maiden race at Oaklawn Park. His speed figures seem to be fairly stagnant, bouncing around between 73 and 78 in his last 6. Although he's been working well enough, and he is the late pace in a race with enough speed, he's a hard pass for me. Master Controller fired a competitive buyer last out, going 6.5 furlongs and wiring the race. It was his 4th race overall, and his first back as a 3-year-old. Brittany Vandenberg's been training the colt out of Tapiture, and he posted bullets in his last 3 works. His lone win did come off the lead, so it looks like he could add speed to the pace. Ultimately, though, I think he shows a lot of promise, but it might be just a little too much, a little too soon. He's a pass for me. Moplex will be breaking from outside gate 10. He likes to get on the lead, but he's won from just off it. And he's another that's been working bullets in prep, so he'll probably try to cross over and sit outside or just off Clever Again on the lead. His speed figures need to increase, but they are headed north with a 74 to 78 in his first 2 back after a layoff. And this will be his 3rd back, but I'm concerned about distance. He's never been over a mile in 7 starts, and his best was at 7 furlongs over a speed-favoring track. He definitely has the talent, but I'm going to use him here as a deeper exotics, maybe in a super play or something like that. Here's the way I see the race going down. Clever Again takes the lead with Moplex and Master Controller following him over to the rail. If they set super fast fractions and push them, I think the front end speed's going to falter. McAfee and Chunk of Gold should be sitting in a good spot behind the leaders and be able to get first run at that fading pace. Which brings me to my top picks. I like McAfee, Chunk of Gold, and Clever Again, with Moplex being the best of the rest. If you like this video, subscribe for all the can't miss races, and make sure to check out my free picks. The link's in the description below.